Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Today we are back and we're going to be talking about the Funko Pops that are going to be coming to San Diego Comic-Con. And guess what guys, San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend, which is crazy. So last month when Funko had officially announced San Diego Comic-Con and all the pops that are coming, we broke down all of the pops that were going to be coming. So if you want to make sure to see all of the pops, you can go check out the last video. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through the Funko Pops that I'm most excited to be able to pick up from this year's San Diego Comic-Con and its online drop. And last I counted, Funko had announced 43 different Funko items that you can get, as far as like pops, sodas, backpacks, t-shirts that they'll have, along with a Funko skate deck that's going to be available for San Diego Comic-Con. I think it's definitely going to be insane. If I actually went to the convention, I don't know if I've have enough room in my suitcases to get everything back home that I want. So luckily I'm able to just order right online. And I know a good amount of you guys are actually going to be making it to San Diego Comic-Con, so let me know in the comments down below if you plan on going. And also let me know in the comments when you eventually get those pops. I'll be showing off mine once they come in, but I would love to hear what the experience was of actually getting the pops from the Funko booth there at the convention. Now I actually want to start by talking about the Funko Sodas that are going to be released. Now there are 3 Funko Sodas that I know I'm definitely going to get. Now there was 6 announced in total, but I know I'm going to have to pick and choose that I might not get everything that I want right off the rip. So these 3 are definitely the ones that I'm absolutely grabbing. And the first one that we're going to be looking at is Otto. And Otto is one of the fantastic plastic characters made by Funko. They're an original character. And they do have some pops that they released a few years ago of Otto, but now they're doing a Funko Soda, which is going to be cool. And one of the reasons why I'm excited about this one is they're doing the same thing that they did with the 3 Caballero Sodas, where they actually have 3 different ones, 2 different chases. So I'm going to be excited to see if we're able to grab any of those chases. And then they also announced a Marvel Soda of Star-Lord. And we love Guardians of the Galaxy here, have a good amount of Guardians of the Galaxy pops, including a couple Star-Lord pops. So it'd be really great to now add a Star-Lord soda, and it's actually pretty cool where one of them is actually him with his mask on, and then the other one, I think it's the common is with his mask on, and then the chase is him with his mask off. So I think that looks pretty cool. Now my favorite soda from the entire event, and might be one of my favorite items from the entire event in general, is going to be the Blacklight Huckleberry Hound Funko Soda. And this thing looks really cool. Limited to 5,000 pieces, so you know it's going to be super popular. Hopefully I can get my hands on that one, because it's going to be a Funko exclusive. Now let's get into some of the pops that they're going to be releasing during the event. And for San Diego Comic-Con the past number of years, they have had their mascot, the San Diego Comic-Con toucan, have a pop, and this year they actually are releasing 2 different pops. They did the same thing last year with 2 different versions, but this one is going to be a little bit different, and one of them is going to be a pirate toucan, while the other one is a rock star toucan. Those are both really cool, and I've gotten the last number of toucan pops, so I'd love to add these ones as well. Now they do have a couple Star Wars pops they could be releasing just for San Diego Comic-Con, and these 2 are definitely ones that I'm very excited about. One is actually for an upcoming show that we're going to be having on Disney Plus of Andor. We're going to have Cassian Andor, which actually looks like a really cool pop. A more updated sculpt from the one we got back in, what was that, 2016 when Rogue One released. So it's been 6 years since Rogue One came out and those pops came out. So it's going to be really cool now having this updated figure to come along with the new show, which is coming out in less than a month. Now, a pop that's going to be shared exclusive over with GameStop is one I'm also excited about as well. I think a lot of people might not be super excited about this one, but I definitely am. This one is for Black Chrysanthemum from the book of Boba Fett, and it's actually going to be a flocked version of him, which is really cool. I'm surprised they went and did a flocked version of this character before doing a regular wave, because I figured they would do a regular common wave for the book of Boba Fett, but maybe that will come later. But at least for this one, we're getting the flocked version, which I think is really dang cool. And then we're also getting a Star Wars figure from another new show, Obi-Wan Kenobi one that just wrapped up. I enjoyed it a lot, and we're going to be getting the Purge Trooper. Now the Purge Trooper we literally only saw for like 30 seconds in the show, which is a little unfortunate, because when they announced it, I think it was maybe the same week the episode came out, so I think they might have announced it and then the next day is when the episode dropped that showed the Perk Trooper. So I wish we saw a little bit more of this character, or at least these type of troopers. But still pretty cool that we're going to be able to get a pop of it because it looks really clean. And now I want to talk about my two absolute favorite pops that have been announced for San Diego Comic-Con. And these are two of my favorite just characters in general in pop culture. But one of them is from my favorite show currently on TV, and that is Ted Lasso. I can't believe we're finally getting a Ted Lasso pop. We're going to have season 3 coming up sometime soon. I assume at the end of this year, possibly early next year. But this is going to be so cool to finally get this Ted Lasso pop. I'm going to be so stoked when I finally have it in my hands because, again, it's absolutely one of my favorite shows. If you have not watched Ted Lasso, after this video, please go to Apple TV and watch it. You're not going to regret it. And then the other pop that's definitely going to be one of my favorites is the supersonic first appearance of Sonic the Hedgehog. And this is super cool because he's in his bright yellow color as when he goes supersonic mode, but it is also glow in the dark. And I've been able to see some photos of this from other people who've gotten earlier from international places, and it does look really sweet. It is going to be exclusive over to Walmart, so I'm definitely going to be excited to be able to pick that up really soon. Now, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world, but I am definitely a fan of the Pokemon Pops that they release. I normally try to pick up a good amount of them, especially when they are the different variants of them, like the Flocked or Diamond Edition, and now we have a metallic version where we're going to be having the metallic Charmander coming to San Diego Comic-Con. This is one that we talked about last time where it was supposed to be released for WonderCon, never actually came out, but now is showing up for San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm happy we're going to be able to finally get it. Hopefully no more delays on this one, but I'm definitely going to be excited to pick it up. My first metallic Pokemon Pop. Now we're going to wrap it up here by talking about some of the Marvel Pops that I have my eye on. And one of them is going to be from the new Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and that is America Chavez. And we've already gotten a couple America Chavez Pops already. We've actually already taken a look at both of them here on the channel in unboxings. Now we're going to be able to get her actually using her powers, which is going to be really sweet, especially with the Star Portal opening up behind her. I think it's going to be a really cool and detailed figure, and I can't wait to actually see it in person. And then another newer character that we have seen introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to be He Who Remains from the Loki TV series. And this character is actually really cool. I'm excited to see him pop up again both in Loki Season 2 and then also see Kang the Conqueror actually take more of his original form in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So I think this pop is going to be a really cool one to get now, and also really important next year when we see Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania hit theaters. You guys recently saw me get most of the Moon Knight figures into my collection. I'm actually only missing one more that should be coming in later today, but I'm going to be able to add the final pop into that collection once San Diego Comic-Con comes around, and that's going to be for the Scarlet Scarab, and that's actually a really cool figure, as we saw Layla take her form and taking on the powers of the god. So that was very, very cool, and I'm definitely digging this figure. Just lots of detail on it, especially with the wings and everything. That looks really cool. And finally, we do have a couple new Spider-Man pops that I'm definitely really digging, and we are huge Spider-Man fans here, so we'd like to try to get most of the new Spider-Man figures that come out. So one of them is going to be Silk, who is kind of a newer character. I think she was introduced in like 2014, 2015, something around there in the comics. And we have gotten one pop of her before, which was a Walgreens exclusive, but now we're going to get a more up-to-date version, and she really does look cool in action, swinging type of pop, so I really do like that one a lot. And then we're also going to be getting a new Spider-Man 2099 figure. And no, this is not the same as the Spider-Man 2099 figure that they released last year for Emerald City Comic Con, and not the same as the Walgreens exclusive that came out back in 2017. No, this is actually based off of the Spider-Man video game, and it's the Spider-Man 2099 armor suit that you can actually get in the game. So that one's actually pretty cool, and I'm a huge fan of that game. Loved the Miles Morales spinoff, and cannot wait for the sequel that's coming out, I think later this year or next year, something like that. It's definitely going to be a sweet one, so this pop is definitely going to be a great one to add as well. Now, there are a ton of new pops that I might potentially get, but off the top, those are the ones that I am definitely most excited about. There's some other ones that interest me, like the 10-inch glow-in-the-dark Miss Minutes, but the fact that it's a 10-inch might kind of skew me away from it. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Power Ranger crossover pops look really cool as well. There's a number of other ones that I might end up picking up, but these are the ones right off the top that I know I'm gonna have to grab and that I'm most excited about. But now I do want to hear from you guys. What are your most anticipated Funko Pops coming out during San Diego Comic-Con 2022? Let me know what's on the top of your list and what you plan on picking up. And also, again, let me know in the comments if you do plan on actually going to the convention itself. I am going to definitely miss going out there, but hopefully we can maybe go out there in the future. And I know we're definitely going to some other conventions later this year, so definitely stay tuned in the channel for that coming later in the fall. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like in this video if you did enjoy it, and you can also hit that bell to be notified whenever we have new videos. And thank you guys so much for watching today, and as always, we'll see you again real soon.